show you guys what I mean here when we call it the flow show. So we've got flow synthetic from BEM, synthetic underlayment by Roofing Insights. We got our crew up in a flow truck. This is the old classic Flowmobile, yard sign of course, and then we've got our standard residential trailer here, which should be locked up actually. That's going to be a red flag here later summer. Ice and water in the valley details. Going to go up and take a look, make sure that okay, a little bit of steep of a ladder here. We're going to get after it though. This is an economy system we're putting up, and had to come over and basically pick up a 40 for another crew, and so we're here on site throwing down for this Dynasty system. Dynasty system, standard economy for us. It's a very popular system depending on the timeline, home ownership as well. So we'll put ice and water around penetrations here, nail zones, flawless, and nice in there as well. Looking at the neighboring neighborhood here, these guys are in a different complex here, but you can see they need a roof, they need a roof, they did a roof, they need 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 a roof, they did a roof, they did a roof. Some of these people have done a roof, some of them haven't, and not sure why not everyone jumps on the same train, but we're gonna have to go through and probably walk this neighborhood, at least tell people, hey, you know, we just sorry for the noise. If you run over nail or something, let us know. We want to make sure people are stoked. You know, obviously, the crew's having a fiesta, right? Like this is a roofing party, and so and his brother have basically been throwing down for us for years now, and they have their animals. They'll do 2 roofs by themselves a week by clockwork. A little bit of cleanup here. It's pretty standard. You know, you can't keep all the stuff going down 2 stories, but they leave things pretty spick and span. They always magnet sweep, but you can see what this is pretty intense actually. All the fiberglass showing. They've got their standard boots. It looks like, which is a wonder that those aren't cracked, because some of the other neighbors, at least on the south side, have those already replaced. But rusty gutters too, like pretty typical standard development really. So I think their gutters for whatever reason here are locked down, which I like to see. Ice and water around the flapper, double check. Ice and water around the boots as well, right there, very nice. I'll just double checking here. Stagger, perfect 45, going all the way up, boom, 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 boom. Saul's a man. So I'll give our best crews the opportunity for bigger projects moving forward. And again, like anytime we can rock the flow show, we try to nail for 6-star experiences. So communication, cleanup, workmanship, obviously as well. Everything that we need to keep it all flowing, really. And we're gonna go talk to some of the other neighbors, I think, at least see if we can't pass out a business card too. Apologize for the noise again, you know, it's just construction, you can't really do it, it's unavoidable. So this is a day in the life of Flow Roofing here. So filling in for project management with Coda here, having to deal with some family stuff, and Garrett helped building out some spec safety stuff on the commercial side. No way also out today as well. So God, that's a pretty nice ladder there. I can't do it, don't make me do it. Oh, son of a bitch. Goodness. ICO Dynasty Shingle of the year 2024. Highly recommended by Dimitri Lipinski Roofing Insights. We stand by it. You know, it's a quality product. It's definitely affordable. I feel like it's a true 20-25 year product. They might say 30 years on paper. What that really means, though, 30 years on paper, you always want to reduce that by at least 25%. If you're not going to do ventilation optimization, and you know, in past videos we were talking about all the different aspects of what makes a quality shingle. It's just what's necessary to make sure that the asphalt's not cooking off and get the best ROI out of everything. And oh, sorry. That being said, though, gotta head down to Southwest Portland, take a look at an apartment complex, and make sure we got what we need for some ventilation detail there. We're gonna go ahead and look at, these neighbors. I feel like there's no better time than to get a roof yesterday because prices continue to go up. So instead of having, conversations around price increases, wouldn't it be awesome to cheers and say, oh yeah, you saved $500 to $1,000 on your roof? Anyway, everyone's at different parts of the journey, and that being said, we got to keep this journey flowing. So on to the next one.